Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Rise of Kingdoms gameplay episode from your very own Shappy Gaming. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button on the bottom right side of your screen. Today, we are going to be talking about the much anticipated and very exciting new event, which is the Spring Symphony. It seems to be a replacement of the previous event where you could spend 7,000 gems and then $10 and come out with about 35 gold heads. Unfortunately, that's not here today. But we will be talking about the Spring Symphony, telling you whether it's worth it, telling you if it's not worth it, walking through how you can get all the different coins, and hopefully make out like a bandit. So with that, let's get into this event. And the first thing that we will be talking about is the Esmeralda's Prayer. I feel that this is probably a pretty good place to start. So, Esmeralda's Prayer is the replacement for how you used to get rewards. And what you will see right off the bat is that in order to spin Esmeralda's new wheel, we have to spend a coin. Well, Shappy, how do I get coins? So the first way you can get coins is by spending 1,200 gems. And this is very important, and you should remember this as we walk through this. In the past, I will point out that we have always used the value of 1,000 gems to 1 gold head as being a fairly decent deal. One spin could potentially get you a gold head, which means that we're looking at 1,200 gems for 1 gold head. Not seeing it, but that's okay. So, how do we get these coins? The way you get these coins is by doing an assortment of events. Shocker. No, actually though. So we have the Esmeraldas Collection. This can be the #1 way to get those pushing coins. And it has daily quests as well as blessings from above. And the blessings from above are probably like the weekly one-time events. And I will point out here, you cannot get the permanent city theme simply from doing these quests. You have to spin the wheel, you have to luck out. In theory, if you do all of them, I believe you should have enough coins that you'll be able to get the permanent theme. But it's not great. It's a neat idea, but I don't feel that it's worth it, especially not if you're talking about spending gems on it. So let's walk through these a little bit and talk about the ones that I think you should be concerned about. Gain 60 or more chests in Dreams of Spring. Dreams of Spring is the normal event where you have the option to get 100 epic heads, 100 5-minute speed ups, and 100 of something else. Let's see, what is it? 100 tomes of knowledge. That's right, I missed that. That's okay. And so you can get 60 chests from there, and you'll get 4 coins. It's not bad. Destroy some barb forts, log in, and spend 3,000 gems. Great. If you needed another excuse to go spin her wheel, you can spend 3,000 gems on that. To be honest, I'd probably just spend them in the VIP shop or not spend them at all because those 4 spins, not that big a deal to me. But that's okay. Swiftly moving onward. Dreams of Spring. So Dreams of Spring, I don't need to go too far into. It's our standard event. Every single time we have a holiday event, we have this. And so the only difference I'll point out is you're not getting anything special for logging in all 5 days, which is kind of a bummer. I miss that old event style. The next one, Race Against Time. So Race Against Time is going to be another great way to get you some coins. And it's just a good event in general. If you decide that you want to push and spend some AP, you can get gems from barbs. And if you do really well, you have the potential of getting 10 legendary equipment material chests, which is a pretty big deal. So not a bad event to spend some AP on. Get those coins at bare minimum. You're going to want them. Let's see what else we have in this lovely event. If you look here, you can see we have Zenith of Power. So bear in mind, if you have not started training troops yet, you should pop an expansion and start today. Because you want to be sure you're claiming those troops, you're getting the most amount of troops per time. And this Zenith of Power is going to be a competitive one because the city theme that we have on the table is Cavalry Attack plus 15%. I will point out that's attack, not health, which is not great for cavalry. However, if you just max Nevsky and you're looking for a city theme, this might be for you. Infantry attack minus 5%, that's not too bad. Archer defense minus 5%, that's a shame. But you can always change city themes depending upon what you're rallying with. So, if you haven't started training troops yet, you should. If you have, you shouldn't claim them until Zenith comes around. Just keep that in mind. It's going to be a competitive one. So let's talk a little bit about these different rewards and how this works and if it's really worth it. So the first thing you always want to do, and I know, is you want to read the rules. So we spend wishing coins to spin the wheel and receive the prize indicated by the pointer. Prize amounts are limited and will not be replenished once depleted. So that means that we have a number of different prizes here. We can exhaust the wheel. It's okay. Prizes are divided into 8 types of normal prizes and 4 types of special prizes, so 12 prizes total. When all 4 of the special prizes have been won, you will automatically receive all of the remaining prizes on the wheel and do not need to spin it again. Okay, so let's say I got really lucky and I spinned all 4 special prizes. That means that I spent, in theory, 1,200 gems times 4, and I got 1 gold head. I don't know. And you got the permanent city theme. Woo, good for you, yeah. It's all about how you look at it, y'all. And the chances of winning a certain prize may decrease due to reductions in the amount remaining. Correspondingly, the chances of winning other prize types may increase as the amount of this prize decreases, which makes sense, right? If you use up one of the prizes, then your odds of getting the other prizes can be better. That makes sense. The next one is really important and it's worth keeping in mind. Each time the wheel is spun, you must spend at least 1 wishing coin. For subsequent spins, you may spend up to 3 wishing coins. For each extra wishing coin you spend, you will gain an extra pointer. What this means is if you have 4 coins and you spin them off the bat, the odds that you get, your gold head are going to be better because you can't cross off the same prize multiple times. So you should probably save up your coins, spin a bunch at once. I would not do one at a time. It probably is not going to be as worth it for you. Next, once the wheel has been cleared, leftover wishing coins can be exchanged for gold keys, crystals, or speed up items. You will note that does not include legendary heads. So if you have extra coins, you can use them for gold keys or speed up items. Not sure where crystals are here. We're not in KVK, but good to know. Here are the chances of the different prizes. It sounds like you're probably going to exhaust them anyways, so if you have 12 spins and 12 of those coins, you should be fine. If you don't, the odds of getting a legendary commander sculpture are not that great. You only have a 13% chance, 13.7. That means you have about a 1 in 10 chance of getting it, maybe a little bit better than that. So there's not really a guarantee unless you've got 12 coins. So just keep that in mind. I would never, ever, ever purchase these. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's going to treat you well, especially if you can only trade them for like gold keys. So just keep that in mind and please heed my warning. The other way you can get them is by coming over here to the lovely Spring Fever event. So as you can see, you can buy coins here. That's awesome. Cool. 2 coins for $5. I don't think this bundle is worth it. If I were you, I would skip this and avoid it like the plague. I will point out it is recharge rewards. I have a whole video on this. Please do check that out. I promise it will help you. Spoiler alert, don't forget about your 30-day gem supply. You always want to keep that running. So overall, what are my thoughts on this event? To be honest, I think it's a real shame that they got rid of the old one. The old one gave free-to-play and low spenders a great opportunity to get a number of gold heads for not a lot of difficulty. Now they've got this special event, and it's not really even that great. So I'm not thrilled about this, but that's okay. Let's talk about the rewards you can get. Here we have the Mighty Forest. This is a nice city theme. If you are a cavalry player and you're not planning on winning Zenith, or even if you are planning and you don't end up winning, you know how it goes. This is a phenomenal city skin because a cavalry health is going to be the best for cavalry. You always want health for cavalry, you want defense and health for infantry, and you want defense and health for archers. So just keep that in mind. This is a good theme. City health plus 5%, archer attack minus 5%. I will point out though, if for whatever reason you end up needing to spend gems on this event, the Magpie Bridge has a very similar buff, plus 5% health for cavalry, but archer defense minus 5% rather than archer attack. Not that big of a trade-off. It's a great city skin if you don't have another cavalry skin, but just keep that in mind. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed. I like to think that I covered this event pretty well. Let me know in the comment section below. What are your thoughts? Do you think this event is better, worse? terrible compared to previous events. I think the 3-day speed up is nice. The accessory is nice, but I'm not sold on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I hope that you've enjoyed. I know I have. This has been a blast. I will be linking the Recharge Rewards video right on the top left of the screen, so stay around till the end. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe on the bottom right. I hope that you've enjoyed. We're about to start KVK. We have 3 or 4 days left until pre-KVK, so be sure to check it out. Thank you. Shappy out.